It's an amazing looking festival, and it's so focused on pilots. This is like the new Sundance for television. It has that feel.
It's a really great idea to do a festival for serialized material. I think it's cool. It's kind of ahead of its time.
They seem to be really tapping into a broad spectrum of both new and emerging talent and also more established talent.
We're really excited because we didn't realize that we were part of this wave of independent television. Our next favorite TV shows are going to be independently produced.
It's so exciting to be at SeriesFest with this project because television is where all the big risks are being taken, where the most exciting work is happening. And this is a festival that celebrates that.
Hi, I'm Chris Witherspoon, the founder and CEO of PopViewers, and I am obsessed with this show, as you all, I'm sure, are. And we're in for a treat because we have the guy, the myth, the legend, Phil Rosenthal here. Come on down, Phil. Let's get right to it. Somebody feed Phil. I'm trying to do my best impression. Hey, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yes, I'm so excited to talk to you. So many questions. Take a seat.
Oh, that make me hungry.
Oh my God, I'm starving.
Who's been to Madrid? Right? Did we do it right? Yeah. I hope so, because I love that place. I'd never been.
I want to go now.
It's
I'm dying to go.
spectacular. I can't wait. Let's go.
Well, listen, last night I was screaming in my seat when you came on the stage with Lake Street Drive, and I love the song. How did this theme song come to be?
Oh, I love the band, and I met them. I went to a show, and I've never done this before, but I said, if you get me tickets to the show, I'll take the whole band to dinner.
When was this?
This was, I don't know, what was it, like 7, 8 years ago.
Okay.
And they were just playing a little club.
Oh, wow.
Now they're playing Red Rocks
I
and
mean, you got them there.
Radio City and Hollywood Bowl. I mean, they're great. Not just this song, all their songs.
The whole song.
So this is their best song, though.
Emmy nominated song.
And so we became friends. And when it came time, I went from PBS over to Netflix, and Netflix asked me. I made a little fun of network notes, but I had a meeting with them, and they said when they were going to do the show, is there anything you didn't have at the other place that you would like to have? Which is probably the sweetest thing any studio or network could say to a person. Yes. I'd never been asked this before. I'd been asked the opposite. And I said, I'd like a theme song. And they said, okay, listen, theme song is very important. Never underestimate the power of a theme song,
It's stuck in my head. I think there should be a somebody feed Phil challenge, like a song challenge, sing off, something of some sort on social media down the line.
So I wrote out some lyrics, and they improved on them and made them fuller, and wrote that tune, and
the rest is
fell
history.
in love. Yeah,
Okay.
I ran it by my then 22-year-old daughter, who approved.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's a hit. It's a hit. If you guys are in the audience, clap if you've watched Everybody Loves Raymond, the show that this guy created. Huge show. I think almost everybody's clapping. And I learned during my research that somehow there's a tie-in between Italy and Ray Romano and this show kind of coming to be. Tell me that story.
Early on in the show, I asked Ray Romano where he was going to go on his break between season 1 and season 2, and he said, I go to the Jersey Shore. and I said, that's nice. Have you ever been to Europe? And he said, nah. I said, why not? He goes, I'm not really interested in other cultures. And I said, really? Not even your own? Not even the Italian culture? And he said, I don't like to fly. I don't like it. So the light bulb went off. I said, we got to do that episode of Everybody Loves Raymond where we send you to Italy with that attitude and you come back as me. Someone excited about travel, and not just travel, but Italy specifically, and the food in Italy, the people in Italy, the beautiful place that it is. And it took me 3 years to convince him to get on plane, but we did it. And this arc that I wrote of the episode where the character gets woke,
Going to Italy. Okay.
right? Getting it over a slice of pizza and the beauty and just like his. I don't have to tell you if you've ever been. You get it. You can't not get it. And so he not only did the character get it, but the most beautiful part of the whole experience was my friend Raymond, the person, got it.
Wow.
He was like, Phil, have you tried this pizza? It's unbelievable. I was like, yeah. And gelato. Have you had gelato? Yes, I have. Right? He goes, there's another one. And he got excited. And now he goes all the time. And so I thought, then and there, that was the year 2000, oh, what if I could do this for other people?
Wow.
So that stayed with me, that experience. And after Raymond was over, it's not that I didn't try to do other sitcoms. I just found that the business had changed so much, and it was harder and harder to do the kind of show that I wanted, and the kinds of show they wanted me to do, I didn't want to do, and they didn't want what I was giving them.
Wow.
So I thought, why don't I do the travel idea? And it took me, 10 years
Wow.
to sell it.
Were you told no sometimes whenever you tried to pitch it?
Oh, only every time.
How did you handle that?
You go home and cry. What do? You just try the next. Should I tell you some of the pitches and how they went?
Yes, I think it's important. People here are pitching content. Yeah.
Are you? Oh, you'll enjoy this. I went to first place that the first place I thought to go was PBS. And for two reasons. One, I thought this might be the thing that would separate me from maybe another food and travel show. And this, by the way, this is how I pitched the show. This was the pitch. I'm exactly like Anthony Bourdain if he was afraid of everything. And I thought PBS would, not only would PBS maybe like that kind of show, it's very family friendly and it's not, risque in any way really, except for that churro at the beginning. That was
hilarious.
But I also thought I would be the young buck on PBS. I'd be like a stud over there, right? But my agent said, "You're not going to PBS. They don't have any money. And if you're an agent, and I walk into your office having created a somewhat successful sitcom, and now I say I'd like to do a food and travel show, they act like I pooped on their desk."
Also, you had no hosting experience, right?
Nothing.
Thus far? Okay.
No, I'm not even a good host at home.
No, but you nailed it on the show.
Thank you. So I go, they say, so they're working against me a little bit. They just want me to do sitcoms. But I'm telling them, I keep trying. It's not, well, they keep telling me to keep trying. Because they want another, moneymaker. And I'm just not feeling it, and I'm not doing it. And my heart was in this. I really, really wanted to do this. So they go, well, you can't go to PBS. You got to go to the Travel Channel. So we go to the Travel Channel. And I sit down with the head of the Travel Channel. And he says, we've done some research, and we found our audience doesn't really like travel.
At the Travel Channel.
I said, oh my, what are you going to do? He said, well, we do travel adjacent types of shows. I said, what the hell does that mean? He said, well, for instance, we have a show coming up called Pimp My RV.
Ooh, I missed that one.
Pimp My RV. He says, you understand? I said, I think I do. You pimp the RV and then you don't need to go anywhere? Exactly. And as I'm leaving the meeting, he says, by the way, the only food people are interested in America is barbecue. I said, okay. So he goes, so no travel adjacent, he says. Travel adjacent. Wow. Okay. Can I go to PBS now? No. Now we go to the Food Network. Guess what? The Food Network is owned by the same people that own the Travel Channel. And my hand to God, the president of the Food Network says to me, we're kind of getting away from the food thing.
Oh my God.
We're doing more food adjacent type show. Everything's adjacent. Nobody wants to be doing something. They want to be next to something. So all the shows on the Food Network now are competition shows that revolve around food, but not about the food. Okay. And on my way out the door, he says, by the way, the only food people are interested in. I said, don't tell me barbecue. He said, yes. Now can we go? So we went to every stations that don't exist anymore, everything on cable, everything. There was no streaming then.
Okay.
Finally, they let me go to PBS, and they bought it in 5 seconds.
Wow. I love that.
Right away. They gave me 6 episodes on the air right away. It's called I'll Have It, Phil's Having. You can see it on your local PBS, I think, if you subscribe, or you can go to Amazon or iTunes and see those 6 episodes. You'll see Barcelona. You'll see Paris. You'll see Tokyo. There's some good, it's the same exact show.
Yeah.
Only without the song. And
The song makes the show. No.
and then after 6 episodes, they were kind of done budget-wise. But thank God Netflix came along. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
I think it's phenomenal.
Thanks.
And for you to not be a host, you're so comfortable on camera. Was that an obstacle for you to kind of like get past at any point?
Everything's an obstacle if you never did it before.
Yeah.
But once you do it, you start to get acclimated. It's like jumping in water. You have to learn how to do it. I had studied acting in school. I was a big star in high school and in college, and then I moved to New York. They hadn't heard about me in high school and college. So I had to, after years of beating my head against that wall, I kind of started writing, and I wrote with my friends a show for us to be in. And that was the transition to writing. And another friend of mine had me write a screenplay with him, and we sold that right away. And I went from eating tuna fish for dinner to eating whatever I wanted.
And I think it works that you're not a host because it makes it that you're not like a trained journalist. It makes it
Expert and a daredevil and an adventurer. I'm none of those things. But I thought maybe there's a show for people who are sitting on the couch like me going, he's amazing, I'm never doing that. So I thought if people saw putz like me doing this, they say, well, maybe I can go outside too.
Wow. And I heard that you have a couple of people from the crew that did Bourdain's show working with your show, right?
Well, that production company 0.0 was Bourdain's production company.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that nice?
This is all the tea.
And so they're all based in New York, including the producer of the show, my brother Richard, who's also here.
Somewhere here, Richard. Raise your
hello,
hand.
Richard.
Oh, he's right there.
Yes. Yes.
Well, you mentioned people sitting on their couch. I feel like we've been doing a lot of that the last 2 years.
Yes.
And this was shot.
You know
during the
that this is a secret? Netflix started COVID.
Tweet that, you guys, please. Don't tweet that. Don't tweet that. No, but we've been sitting.
Who had the most to gain?
That is so true, though.
Netflix? Postmates.
You're right. I didn't think about that. But we've been sitting on our couch a lot, and I think that this show, it's giving so many people that travel fix, right? We haven't been able to travel the past couple of years. What was it like filming this show during the pandemic?
We filmed these 10 episodes in between the Delta and Omicron.
Wow.
In that sweet spot. Now a lot's coming back. A lot of my friends in LA and New York are getting it again. Do you find it here?
Yeah.
Should we be more
It's
careful
happening
here
in New York.
again? Stay away from me. I
already
don't know. I've
hugged
had
me.
all my shots. I've had it, so I figure I haven't had it yet.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had a little bit of a scare actually in Madrid. Actually, in that scene where I'm in the bakery, the nice bakery with the employee, the disadvantaged youth and everything. I'm filming the scene, and we test constantly. I'm sitting with that nice Felipe, and my brother comes over in the middle of the scene. I'm talking, and he goes, "This." I said, "What?" He goes, "You just tested positive."
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. And so, hold on, I'm getting a call. Let's see.
Oh, do you
who
want me
it
to
is.
answer it? I can take it if you need me to.
Oh, it's not. It's no. No, it's Netflix. They heard the joke. They said, "Please don't say it."
Imagine. So you got COVID. You tested
I tested positive. I said, "What should I do?" He goes, "First of all, you apologize to who you're with, and then he says, go take another test, another rapid test." So I take another rapid test. Now I'm negative. Well, what's the good? I guess I need a third test, like a tiebreaker. Go to the lab. They made the Madrid health nurse people.
Yeah.
See how articulate I am?
I think the mic is going in and out, maybe. Oh, here
So
we
am
go.
I. There we are. Hello?
Yes.
I'm good.
You're good.
Look, she's on it. I need you in my house.
Mine too.
I'm out of French fries. So we go to the lab, and now, this is a
This
long
is the tiebreaker.
tiebreaker, and now you're waiting. You're very nervous because if I go, it's kind of end of production.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
Then you got to go and be quarantined for at least a week, and it costs a lot of money. So everybody's nervous, but I'm negative.
Amazing.
So I don't know. That can happen too. But that was it. That was the worst of it. There were scenes where, of course, everyone's wearing a mask, but what we do is we test everyone before I get to the set,
Okay.
meaning the restaurant that I'm going to be at. Everyone tests so that they can take their masks off. Now you
Okay.
see, obviously, people in the street and the man slicing the ham, he's wearing his mask.
Yeah.
That's how the world's going to be, I think, for a long time,
Yeah.
right?
No, I think so. I think you're right. And I'm curious to see for the next season, I'm manifesting it. The next
Yes.
season, will there be masks? And,
Will there be masks? That's
will
the
be-
name of the next.
Ooh, oh my God.
I don't
hope
know.
get credit
I don't.
there.
I think I have to keep doing it. I have to, no matter even if Netflix decides it's enough with him already. I'm gonna find a way to do it. I just love it so much.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm curious, how long does it take each episode? Like
Yeah.
each episode, was that a week,
A
2
week.
weeks? Oh, so one solid week.
Yes.
Okay, and then
It's all we can afford. Otherwise, I'd stay much longer.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
And I watched the episode. You guys, I've been binging this already. So I watched the Oaxaca episode, which was
Oaxaca.
the first Oaxaca.
Yes.
Stuff.
Say it.
Oaxaca. And how you spell that word, by the way, is freaky. By the way, it's probably the craziest spelling and then pronunciation.
AXACA.
Look at you.
Did I get
Come
it
on,
right?
You need to have this mic. I'm gonna give you my mic. And
I'm
I'll take
okay.
that. You
Look,
sure?
here she is.
Okay, you're going.
And
in
look,
out.
she has French fries.
Oh my! Oh, there's French fries.
Thank you, dear. I give you that.
No, but I'm gonna give you guys a spoiler. There's something crazy that happens in that episode with like an iguana
Yes.
that you did not have to eat. But are there certain foods that that are no's for you?
Well, iguana was one.
It's a funny scene.
I'm not looking for bugs, right?
There were
I'm
beetles,
not
right?
looking for them, right? And sometimes, depending on the presentation, I might get a little weirded out. Like you'll see in that episode, she says, "Oh, the iguana, you don't want the iguana." I'm saying, She says, "Well, how about this?" And she hands me a bowl of moving beetles.
Yes.
It's insane.
I have some beetles. No, I'm joking.
Hey.
Just checking on time.
I say in the show, I don't want to insult anyone or offend any culture, because this is a delicacy in many ways to many people. I never want to say the wrong thing even or give the wrong impression. But when she handed me a bowl of moving beetles, I said, "Oh no.
I would have had no problem saying no, ma'am.
Yes, right.
We ain't doing that today.
It just flew out of my mouth. No disrespect.
But have you ever gotten sick after eating something like food
That's a good
poisoning?
question. I've been all over the world. I've eaten street food in Thailand, in Chiang Mai, in Saigon.
Yeah,
I've been everywhere, eat everything. You know where I got food poisoning? San Francisco.
What was it? What was it?
I think we went into. It's not on the episode.
Oh, that would have been good.
We took
kept that in.
Oh no, we talked about the food poisoning.
Okay.
In fact, I made up my own little phrase for what happens to you during this particular thing. Does anyone know what it is? Bush gush. Thank you. Because you bush and you gush. Yes. I'm so happy I could bring that to you.
But I was.
I'm gonna have shirts made.
I'm down for that. When I was watching, I just kept thinking like how you stay in shape. You eat so much food, but you stay in shape. If that was me, I would be like 300, 400 pounds. How do you stay so svelte?
I usually taste everything and finish nothing.
Ooh,
and Richard demands to be fed. And the crew, I like share. It's only good if you can share it.
Okay.
So I love sharing everything. And then I don't eat until the scene.
Got it.
So you're seeing a week's worth of filming, right? Like that one big scene where I ate all that stuff at that street show, that was all I ate that day. It was still an enormous amount. We even cut like 5 dishes out of the show. That was really, I even amazed myself, I have to say, how I was able to do it. I have no idea how that happened. I just was hungry, I guess, when that scene came. You know how they make a dog food commercial? They don't feed the dog until the commercial. So I'm the dog.
I love that. If I was there, it'd be like, somebody please stop feeding Chris, because I'm like, clothes don't fit.
And then I have to work out every day, and I walk a lot.
Oh, smart. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to.
Yeah. Listen, I think, again, this show is like my travel fix now. I love the Helsinki episode this season.
Thank you.
That is crazy. He eats in a sauna
True.
at a certain point.
They do it.
And can you kind of break down that obsession with saunas?
It's very cold there.
Like, everyone's in the sauna all the time. Okay.
Was that a good breakdown? I think that's why.
Okay.
It becomes this kind of very comforting, nurturing little wooden environment where it's nice and toasty, and outside it's brutally cold. You're in Finland.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
That's a great way to lose weight too. Like the sauna, just like sweating it out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
I
I'd be
don't
doing.
stay long enough for that to happen. But especially they start bringing food in.
The sauna sausage. I didn't want to bring that up, but the sauna. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
tell you what that's about. Spoiler alert, but it's funny.
Sounds like a movie you shouldn't see.
And I love there's a cameo in that episode. I won't say who it is. But I love when you have people come on and you have the joke for Max. Tell me, like, what's that whole backstory there? It's your father.
Yeah, he passed away.
Wow.
So I thought a way to honor him and his spirit, because he did the joke every episode. And the way to honor him would be to have great comedians and my friends who are comedians do a joke for him.
I love that. Beautiful. Is there anyone on your wish list that you want to have join you on the road? Because you got some stars and some folks that are making cameos this season. Is there anyone on your wish list?
Who would I like to travel with me? I think, I've been so lucky. Why are you laughing? Oh, you! Yes! Oh, I wish I could take everybody. I really do. I wish I could bring people with me, and people write to me a lot suggesting it. I've been so lucky.
Okay.
But, if Bruce Springsteen wants to go have a
Ooh.
hot dog or pizza, I'm happy to go. If, who else? Salma Hayek. My wife, I want to say my wife more than Salma Hayek.
I was gonna ask you, has she been, okay. I love that, okay. I want to shift now, because I know a lot of folks here, they want to create content.
Yes.
And so you're someone who's executive producer of this show as well. What's your advice for folks that want to get, non-scripted content off the ground?
I had to do a bunch of tests. Some of it just was me with friends eating. We'd take the phone out, we'd film, and a lot of your kids probably do this anyway, right?
Yes,
we all take
absolutely.
pictures with the food. Somebody told me that taking a picture of your food is the new blessing before the meal.
Ooh, I gotta use
Right?
that. Okay.
Right? And it's kind of true in a way. You're giving your props to this. It deserves to take a picture. It's so beautiful, or I'm thankful, or all these things can be going on in the back of your mind, not just Instagram. Mm-hmm. But what we were doing was we would film little things because I really wanted to do this. And then a company, I think it was American Express, and I'd asked the agencies to knock on a bunch of doors, and they said, "Oh, would you like to go to London for us? And bring a famous chef along. Do you know any famous chefs?" I said, "I happen to know Thomas Keller." "Oh, he'd be good." Thomas Keller from the French Laundry. So we went, and it was, I thought, the opposite of what I really wanted to do, because we went to 27 restaurants in 7 days. That's more than breakfast, lunch, and dinner a day. The opposite of, be hungry when you eat.
Yes.
This was a meal. Some other dish would come, and I would be like, "Oh no!" And you want to go, "Oh yeah, right?" And because it was Thomas Keller with me, these were all 4-star dinners with with white tablecloths, and that's not really how I
Fancy.
love to
Probably
eat.
no French fries.
Very few, but very, very fine cuisine, and it was the opposite of what I wanted to do. But I thought they were gonna use this as a pilot for a series, but they had no intention of using it. American Express just wanted to take clips from it and make an event where Black Card members and Platinum Card members would come and have a meal with us, and we would show clips of our trip to London, like for thousands of dollars for very rich people. The opposite of what I wanted. So I took some of the clips that I like from that footage, and that's what I used as my sizzle reel to take around to try to sell the show. Yes. So we all have the movie studio in our pockets. We all can film stuff. So film stuff that you want and edit it together. You can even edit the damn stuff on your phone, right? And, you knock on a lot of doors. Again, how long did it take me to get this show? 10 years.
Wow.
But was it worth it? Yes. For me it was. For me it was worth it. So there is no shortcut unless you're Salma Hayek.
That's so true. Or Oprah, maybe. And I think what's great about you, Phil, is that you're the double whammy. Like you have this show, it's a hit, but you also are one of the few people who I think broke through and had a long-lasting, huge show in the '90s. Everybody Loves Raymond.
Thank you.
What's your, for folks that are trying to get shows on the air, the scripted projects, what's your kind of take on like how you break through now in 2022, where there's so much content out right now?
I don't know, because they still come to me to do sitcoms. And what I do now is, as I enter the Norman Lear years, is running a show, a sitcom or a drama, this is a young person's game, I think.
Yeah.
Like a chef is a young person's game. There's not a lot of old people standing over the oven, and doing it. Very few. Same with show running, because it consumes you in every way, mentally, physically, spiritually, certainly, emotionally. You're driving that car really fast every day, and it's hard. So what I do now is I want to help. I can co-create, co-write pilots. I can mentor. I can fix if there's a problem. And so I can supervise younger people. So that's what I'm doing. And I have there are comedians that I like and that they bring to me, and if I like them, I'll work with them. But so I have 2 scripts out there right now, pilot scripts. I have not heard if they're doing them or not doing them, and I'm not exaggerating. It's been months.
These are shows that you wrote.
I co-wrote
okay.
with 2 different sets of people. One is at one network, a streaming network, and one is at another. And I have not even heard. And I call my agents. I say, what's with this? They say, we're trying to get answers. And I can't get answers. Now, I can't say that I stay up at night over it. Why? Because I have this thing that I love.
There we go.
Yeah. So, but it is puzzling, and I wish I could tell you how.
Yeah. Do you think in 2022, if you brought the show that the first big hit you had to the marketplace, it would get greenlit?
No. It wouldn't have gone on the year we went off the air. It had trouble getting on the year we went on the air. Oh, yes. Because we weren't. You know what the number 1 note we got on Everybody Loves Raymond? Can it be hipper and edgier?
Wow.
And I said, well, you got the right guy. I'm Mr. Hip and Edgy.
That's so crazy. By the way, I have a son who's 10 years old, and he watches he watches your show, him and his mom. He's obsessed with it. I don't know.
I love that little kids love the show.
Yeah, it resonates.
I love it so much. Really, little kids, babies watch. I don't know what it is. Maybe they think, my wife says it's because you're a Muppet.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, maybe.
I want to let you guys ask some questions because I know you guys are chomping at the bit to do so. So who wants to ask the first question?
Where's my friend with the microphone? We need to hear you.
Hear, yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, Phil. It's good to see you again. I saw you at the show last night.
You did.
I
I'm
did.
so glad you made it in.
Thanks. So my question for you is, how do you select your cities for your season?
How do we select the cities? So first, we think about where somewhere we've always wanted to go. And when I say we, I mean me. Madrid was such a place. I'd never been there in my life. And then I do what everybody can do, which is look at the phone and see stuff to do there, because it can't just be me eating, but also, where do you eat there? Best places to eat. Do we have enough to film for a week? Does it have enough content to film for a week? Now, I then would say to Richard and the people in New York, what do you think of this place? Well, because there's EPZ and because Mr. Bourdain was on for 18 years, we have people all over the world that already did his show. And they either tell me, here's a place he went that you should definitely go now, or he went there and covered it so well you shouldn't go near it, right? And so we consider both things, and they do a ton of research, and we cross-reference a lot of things. We get a lot of advice, and then, my favorite part, we leave room in the show, in the schedule, for discovery. We want to find the thing, like the shrimp. That wasn't on the list of things we were going to hit. But we got into town the night before we're going to film. We look like you would look. Where's nearby? Oh, here's a place that says good garlic shrimp. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. We got to put it in the show. That's my favorite thing.
Do you get told no sometimes? Like that you guys can't film, like some of the restaurants?
Once or twice that happened. There was a place that was so popular. Where was it? In Montreal, Richard? In Maine? It happened?
In Maine.
Didn't happen in Montreal, the famous, like Joe Beef didn't want us to film there. And so many people had filmed there, they were like, enough already with the filming. I said, yes, but this is me. They said, we don't care.
Next question. Anybody? Oh.
I can't see.
I can't see Willie either. Just pass it.
Now I see.
I know it's really hard.
No, I see you now.
Okay, great. So I have a feeling you might be a New Yorker.
How? Who? What gave it away?
Not much. And so I'm wondering, besides the fact that you're in a place where there's the most magnificent food, maybe except for the south of France, and God, this was killing me. Oh my God. Because I lived in the south of France, and just watching this, it was just painful to remind me how great it was to live there.
But things are opening up again.
Yeah, I know, it's true. But so where was that moment? I mean, I think like as a foodie that just naturally became a foodie because I just love to eat, where was that moment where you crossed over and realized you wanted to try a lot of really different things besides Zabar's or whatever?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
The moment I left my parents' house. No, really. I remember going. I went to Hofstra University in Long Island, and some freshmen and me went to a perfectly dumpy Italian restaurant. All we could afford was just pasta and sauce, so that's what we got. And I thought it was the most delicious thing I'd ever ate. And they said, "Why are you going so crazy?" I said, "'Cause this is delicious. Like, what are these chopped up little white bits in here?" They said, "What, garlic?" I said, "Yes, garlic!" I'd never had garlic before. I was 17. I never had garlic. I was living like an animal.
Next question. Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
So, Exporting Raymond is actually one of the funniest, best documentaries I think I've ever seen.
Thank you.
I love it. I'm curious how that played into like this development too, because you are on camera there, you are exploring another culture and all
Right.
the ins
And I had
outs.
that to show, that I had done something like it, even though the tone is a little different,
Right.
right? So Exporting Raymond, for those of you who don't know, the Russians had asked me the moment Raymond was over if I would come over and help them turn that sitcom into Everybody Loves Kostya.
Oh my God, I gotta see this.
And I said I would do it if I could film the whole thing. And we did. And it is very funny. My family thinks it's the funniest movie ever made because of how much I suffer. And you can see that on Amazon and iTunes as well now. It played on HBO for a long time, but now it's available that way. And Russia, back in the news.
Yeah, I have a quick question. Do you cook? Or try to repeat recipes from
I
other
inherited my parents' culinary skills. I don't have the time, the talent, or the temperament to cook, and people say, you have this food show, how can you not cook? And I say, I meet a lot of great chefs in the world who can't write a sitcom.
Ooh, that is true. That is true.
And so we all contribute in our way.
No, but I think I heard that you have a cookbook coming out this fall.
True. I wrote none of it.
Oh! The
I
publicist
wrote,
didn't
no,
tell
it's
me that
called
part.
Somebody Feed Phil the book.
Right? Yeah.
And it's behind the scenes stories and how the show came to be, and I did write a lot of that, and we have behind the scenes photos, and that's all fun. But the best thing about it is there are 60 of the most requested recipes from the first 4 seasons of the show. So, which makes it, I think, the best cookbook ever made.
And it comes out in October, y'all. So
Yes,
get ready.
but you can pre-order now.
There we
And
go.
it's already doing it. So I think it's the #1 cookbook on Amazon right
Oh my,
now.
and wait
Yes.
till this show drops the next
Come
season.
on.
Come on. Okay, over here.
Hey Phil, this moment means a lot to me. I'd be remiss if I didn't say that when I did close to 8 years in prison, and every Saturday on PBS they would play I'll Have What Phil Is Having with a series of other shows that revolved around cooking. And in prison, food was just this beautiful experience that we all missed out on. And I want to say that your show really brightened up my Saturday mornings. And
Aww.
Well, bless you.
Don't clap for that. Don't clap for that.
Did you become a
No,
chef?
it's not worth clapping at. Being in prison is not worth clapping, but your show was awesome. But I do
Thanks.
have a question, I promise, is you're always taking people out, right? You're always welcoming them onto the show, but I'd love to offer to take you out if you come back to Denver. My brother-in-law here, we got the best spot for tacos, and we'd love to. It's a
I heard
secret,
the
we won't tell
taco scene in
anyone else.
Denver is amazing.
We'd
Is
love
that
to
right?
take you out.
Sunday mornings.
What? Tell me your favorite place.
No, we can't tell you. We have to take you.
But you know what? I do think that there's an idea here because I think the Helsinki episode, there was like a cafeteria, someone who opened a restaurant, cafeteria food. Prison food is, I think something people, how you can make that, delectable and tasty. And I would watch that. I would absolutely watch a chef.
Was it
who's-
delectable and tasty? I guess.
No?
I'm guessing it wasn't. I guess they don't care about making it. Say again.
Oh, they want to know where your taco place is.
Where? Morrison. Great. All right. Thank you.
I'm going tonight. Okay, next question.
Hey, Phil. So you talked about the moment where Raymond got woke to
Yes.
international travel.
Yes.
What was your moment?
My moment? Great
That's a good
question.
one.
I never went anywhere when I was a kid. We just couldn't afford it. I went maybe to a bar mitzvah in Atlanta when I was 9. And I thought that was magical because I went to this incredible place I'd never seen before. I think it was called 7-Eleven. And they had a space-age machine in there that turned soda into like a slushy thing called a Slurpee. And so we went every day when we were there, and I just fell in love with the whole experience of traveling. And then when I was 23, this company, DHL, which is like FedEx, do you
Yeah,
know
UPS,
that?
yeah.
Before they became big, they would send their cargo as a passenger's as excess baggage, meaning they would buy some kid a coach ticket to one of their destinations in the world. I was allowed to bring one carry-on and take all the luggage tags and hand them off when the plane landed in Frankfurt to a guy holding a DHL sign. They weren't paying me, and they weren't paying for anything other than that flight and the flight back 2 weeks later. So those 2 weeks were my time. So my friend took the Tuesday trip to Frankfurt, and I took the Wednesday trip to Frankfurt. We met, got right on a train to Paris. Then we went to Florence, Italy, and on that overnight train, I met 2 friends that I would be friends with the rest of my life. It was the most magical, wonderful thing. It's still the best travel experience of my life. Why? Because it was the first one. And all this time, you know, I love every place that we go, but it'll never be like that again. And I recommend it to people. You don't need a lot of money to go. I realized on that trip that every spare penny I had that wasn't going to food or rent was going to be put in a jar to do this, right? Wow. And then you can get to the point where Netflix pays for it.
I don't know.
Yeah, good.
You sound like you need a podcast. You have one coming out.
Thanks,
this
man.
week, right?
Thank you. Yes, my friend David Wild, who writes for Rolling Stone, and I have been having lunches together for 25 years, and we bring our friends, you know, like these comedians that you see, and he knows these great musicians, and I just meet people in show business, having done it now for over 30 years, and we've had these lunches, and I always said invariably we should be taping this lunch, and so now we are, and it's called Naked Lunch, and you can get the podcast starting Thursday. Yes. Yes. Breaking news. You're the first one to say it out loud.
No, I gotta break the news sometimes. This lovely right here. Yes.
It was great meeting you yesterday.
I love meeting you. Yes.
But you shared a very charming story about we all miss your parents so much, and you were thinking about doing something.
Yes, it's true. So later, this is completely unofficial. Don't tell Netflix I'm telling you this, but we filmed 10 episodes, and 5 of them are coming May 25th, and the next 5 will drop in the fall. And then I had this idea, because I think my parents were the best part of the show. I even say, I think you all sit through my crap just to get to them. But I wanted to do a special about them, and Netflix let me do it. And so Richard and I put together this, so you'll see that in the fall. Yeah, thanks.
So much breaking news. Time for one more question.
I have the mic. Can I ask my question?
Yeah, go for it. Hot mic.
It might be a quick one because the answer might be no.
No, I'll stay for more questions if you want.
Thank you so much for visiting us in Denver. I'm wondering if there's any place that you like to eat when you're here. You must be eating something while you're in town.
Today I had the nice oyster place. What was it called?
Blue Island, okay.
Yes, near where I'm staying, and I thought that was good. And I walked in, I didn't even know it was 99-cent Monday. And I thought, why are they 99 cents? I said, and they said, no, trust us, very good. And they were great. So I love that. Where else? Safta. That's my friend Alan Shaya from New Orleans. So I ate there last night. Love him. That food is incredible. I can recommend that. I don't have time for that many things. Went to Syrup for breakfast.
Oh, I went there.
Did you like it?
Yesterday. Were you there yesterday?
No, today.
Oh, okay. It was amazing. It was
It
amazing.
was.
I found that on my own, just walking the streets. Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
How many times have you walked like in Italy, you're walking around and you're just hungry and you just say, yes, I know we planned all these things, but let's just eat here. I'm starving. I don't want to walk anymore. You walk in, you go, the meal of my life. The greatest thing ever.
So
right?
true.
That's
so
what
true.
can happen, but you got to get out there.
I've never been to Europe. I'm very embarrassed to say that. I know I'm from Ohio, small. Live in New York City now, but from Ohio, and I always feel like in New York City, you get so much of the world there, but I need to travel now. You know?
True, but there's nothing like going.
I know.
And especially if you like a food. Like if you like tacos. You know where they're really, really good tacos? You want to guess?
Wow.
Guess where the Italian food is really, really good.
Okay, my last question for you is, I feel like you represent resilience so much in this industry. After hearing your story, this is an Oprah question, by the way, she always uses. What's the lesson that's taking you the longest to learn? In this business, in this show business.
How to be ready with great answers? That's taken me... Well,
oh, that's a good one.
He said your brother's always right. That's good. The lesson it's taking me the longest to learn. Stretchy pants is good. I feel like I keep learning the lessons. I keep, it's like every day you can learn a new lesson. You have to be open, It's not, and I wish I could say, never take it personally, right? I wish I could tell you that I've learned that. I haven't yet. Because they say, don't take it personally, and I say, but it's happening to me. How do you not take it personally?
I get it.
Right? I know what it means. They do it to everybody. But I take it personally because that's on me. You understand? Yeah. So I'd like to learn that lesson someday. Was there anyone else who wanted to ask me something before I go eat? Please. For Richard? No. Yes, go ahead.
What's the favorite food that you've stolen from him? Like, what's your favorite thing that you've stolen from
I can answer that, but go ahead. I know what it is. It's been your whole life.
Oh!
No. I mean, I don't mean he's stolen his. I'm saying his entire life, from the time he was 2 years old, would right off my plate. And he does it in the show. Yes, terrible person, by the way. Yes. Oh, that's it. I can't see. Oh, no, it's not it. I'm sorry. I can't see. Yell.
Is the Duke's Martini all, like, everything?
Duke's Martini at Duke's Bar in London is the best martini in the world, and after 3 sips, I have to lie down. It's strong, but it's delicious. My wife can have 3 martinis.
All right, you sold me on Europe now.
Yes, Europe. London,
Anybody
we
else?
call London the gateway drug to Europe.
Okay, one more right here. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm getting to you.
Where's your favorite place you've been to?
My favorite place I've been to? Who's asking this?
Me.
Let me see you. Come down here. I want to see
what's
you.
your name? Come on down.
Come down here. What's your name?
Grayson?
Grayson? I'm going to tell you my favorite place I've been to. Okay. Right here, so that I could meet you. I also think Italy is very good. Have you been there yet?
No.
No? Would you like to go?
It would be cool.
It would be cool. Are your parents here?
No, I'm with my friend.
Oh, how good a friend is this? You know what I'm getting at?
What?
Maybe they'll take you to Italy.
That would be cool.
All right, Grayson. Nice to meet you. Grayson, everybody. Go to Italy.
Yes. I think this might be the best panel at SeriesFest, right, you guys? This might be the best panel at SeriesFest.
Well, Grayson's here. He knows things.
Okay.
Yes, before I go.
I don't have a question. I just want to say thank you. Our neighbors are from Chicago. They keep telling us to go to Chicago. We keep saying, nah, we don't need to go to Chicago. I watched the Chicago episode, looked at my husband, and said, okay, we need to go.
Oh, yes. Well,
I told him I want to go every place you went, and I want to experience all of it.
so we have a website, philrosenthalworld.com, where you don't even have to write down while you're watching the show. It's all there, and you can even click and make the reservations and go, right? And then,
I say thank you for doing this. 'Cause
bless
it
you.
really does.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for being so nice. Thank you for being so nice. I love being here. I love meeting everybody. Thank you.
Awesome. Bye, you guys.